Hello, welcome back to part 4 and the final part of my mini travel series. This time we're in France. On day 1 we got to the airport and found out our flight was delayed, which was super disappointing to be honest, but then eventually we had our flight. And we were so hungry that we made spaghetti at the Airbnb because we had dinner reservations, but we were too hungry to not eat before the dinner reservation, if that makes any sense. Then we walked to dinner and we had a couple different things. After dinner, we stopped by this cafe and there was this adorable cat that I don't know if it was someone that worked there or someone that was just eating there, but he had this little kitten on a leash and that cat was so cute, so adorable, and I was absolutely obsessed. And it kept running up the stairs and running outside and then running back inside. It was so cute. After that, we walked home and then just chilled the rest of the night and went to bed. On day 2, we had breakfast at the Airbnb, but I honestly don't even remember what we made. And then we took the metro to this church, and it was really beautiful, but it was super busy, so we didn't go inside. Then we walked around town a bit. After that, we stopped by this museum and it was so beautiful. after that, we took the metro to this other church and we walked by the Seine for a little bit. And then after that, we took the metro back to the Airbnb and chilled for a little while, and then we left again to go and grab dinner. We walked back to the Airbnb to call it a night. On day 3, I will say I slept in a lot, but I'm justifying it for myself because we did a lot the day before. We again ate breakfast at the Airbnb. And then we took the metro to the Museum d'Orsay, which was so beautiful. It was like ginormous though, but I loved seeing so many different types of art and so many like famous pieces that I've heard about and seen my entire life. But like I was actually seeing the real version in person, which is kind of crazy. It's so cute. Then after the museum, we stopped by this vegan place and it was really good. I honestly just got a smoothie bowl because that's my go-to, but it was really delicious. After that, we walked through a garden park type of thingy, and it was really beautiful. I love stopping by parks in every single place we went to. And then on our way to the metro, we walked by some beautiful palaces and then took the metro to the Airbnb. On day 4, I slept in really late again, and then we took the metro to go to this restaurant. Then we sat by the canal for a while, which was so beautiful. And then we went and got gelato, which we ate at this little tiny mini park. I don't even want to call it a park because it was so small, but technically it's a park. And then we went back to the Airbnb. And then later we went back out and got ramen. And then we got gelato. Usually in each place we went to, there was a place that we would go to repeatedly. Here, this gelato place we went to like 5 or 6 times, I'm pretty sure. I still like dream about that gelato. There were so many vegan options, and it was like the coolest ideas because there was like fancy ways you could get your gelato. I honestly normally just like got a cup or like milkshake, which was just the gelato blended, but it was so delicious. After getting gelato, we walked around for a little bit and then went back to the Airbnb. On day 5, we woke up pretty early and took the train to Chartres. I know I'm butchering the pronunciation, but I don't know if I'm supposed to pronounce it like the American way or like the French way, because I don't have like a French accent, so I feel like I'm like, it's gonna sound bad either way. So honestly, I'm just not gonna say the name again. And then we went to the restaurant, which was like the downstairs part of the hotel, to grab a snack and then like put our bags down because check-in was a couple hours later. And then I ended up getting Subway, which I literally got like bread, mayonnaise, lettuce, tomato, cucumber, because I'm a vegetarian. But it was enough to hold me over because I was really hungry. Then we saw the cathedral. We went like around the whole outside and then we went inside, and it was so beautiful. Seeing the stained glass windows was like honestly insane. I don't know how they put so much detail into that. It was really cool. Then after the cathedral, we stopped by this bakery and got some little like dessert treat things. Then we checked in at the hotel. And we went and got dinner at a restaurant. And then at the end of the day, we went and saw the light show at the cathedral, which was also really cool to see. The next morning, we woke up pretty early, stopped by a bakery to grab breakfast, and then took the train back to Paris. Then we rested for a while, and then we went back out to get dinner. And then we also got gelato at our OG place, except they have like 8, maybe more locations across Paris. So a couple times we went to different ones, and then a few times we went back to our like first place where we got it from the first time. And then after getting gelato, we walked back to the Airbnb. On day 7, I slept in so late, very unintentionally, but like I was just really tired. What can I say? Then we got vegan sushi, which again, so delicious. Like, I am so shocked by all these places that have like the best vegan food that I've had in my life. And I honestly am like, logistically, I cannot just stop by these places because I live across the world, but like, they should just open a location right next to me, right? Once we got our sushi, we stopped and ate it at this park, which was very beautiful, and you could see like all of Paris from like the view because you were like kind of up on a little hill thing. They're so cute. And then we went to the Eiffel Tower, which it honestly like looks different than I thought it would in person. Not that it like looks different than pictures you see, but just like for some reason in my brain it like wasn't gonna look like that. I don't really know why.
I'm ignoring the Eiffel Tower and I'm just doing the clouds.
And then after that we went shopping plus window shopping because we went to some like really fancy stores, but it was really cool to like see all the stuff in there, but realistically we were not gonna buy anything.
Get those. Get those.
After that we got gelato again, shocker. We also stopped by this bakery that was pretty close to the Airbnb and got a baguette, which was so delicious. On day 8, I slept in once again. And and then I had leftovers for breakfast, and it was also raining that morning, so I honestly excused myself for sleeping in and like resting. And then we went to this jewelry store. I got 2 rings, which are both super beautiful, and the lady working there was like so friendly, and like we all just like kept laughing because the person I was with kept trying on rings and like they didn't fit, and we kept having to be like, do you have this in another size? Do you have this one in another size? And eventually ended up working out, but it was so funny. Then we stopped by the shoe store, which was so cool. I was like desperate to buy one of those boots, but I was like, I do not have enough room in my luggage, so I wasn't going to. And then we stopped by this other store, and the person I was with bought a couple things, but I didn't buy anything. Then we had dinner at this restaurant, which was really good once again. And then we had a full circle moment because we went right back to that gelato place that we went the very first time, and at this point we tried multiple different locations. It was really crazy because we didn't even mean to go back to the first place. We just like typed in the closest location. It was really cool. Then we took the metro home and then just chilled for the rest of the night. On day 9, we went and got a baguette at the same place from last time, and then we took the airport and went home. And that is all for my travel series. I hope you guys enjoyed. It was so much fun filming all this stuff and running back through it right now, and hopefully in the future I will be doing another one of these series. Anyway, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye!